Welcome to another episode of Justin's Joint, where tonight we're going to just sit back and relax and smoke some Samuel Gawith Full Virginia Flake. Well, howdy, folks. We're back again down here in the joint. This is about my, I don't know, third video of today, but I'm busy at work, so I'm trying to just jam these videos together because I'm committed to this. I want to be committed to this. I want to put stuff up here that people may or may not find interesting. I don't know, but I find it interesting. I find it kind of fun. So what I have right here is some Full Virginia Flake. Now, I've got about two flakes worth left. I've got a full flake, and then I have some, remnants of other flakes that I have since rubbed out. And I'll give you a close-up version, a close-up look at this. But here's kind of what it looks like. Now, I've had this tobacco for, I'm gonna say 6 months. I'm pretty sure it's been about 6 months since I ordered this, and it has not. Oh, hello. It has not been my everyday smoke, but I've smoked quite a bit of it, enough that I've got about 2 flakes worth left, and I just decided to smoke some tonight because it's one of the emptier jars in my cabinet, and I'm looking to empty things out so that I can bring new things in. And I pulled this out, and what struck me was how much bloom this tobacco has on it. Now, I've read online that Samuel Gawith Full Virginia Flake is one of the tobaccos that is known for developing a bloom like this, but I'd really never seen it to this extent with my own eyes. I mean, I've had other tobaccos, I think, that had bloom on them, but this flake, now that I'm looking at it, like, I think my Innerdale might have had a little bit of bloom on it. But this one here, boy, this has got a lot, and if you catch it in the light just right, you can see all the crystals that have developed on the tobacco itself. I mean, it's really shiny. It glistens. It looks like these, crystal deposits on the tobacco. It's really nice. And so I am really looking forward to having a bowl of this tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a close-up shot of this Samuel Gawith Full Virginia Flake to see if maybe I can show you guys what the bloom the bloom, whatever people, I don't know what people are calling it. Bloom. I'm going to call it the bloom. If I'm wrong, that doesn't matter because that's what I'm calling it. So let's see if we can get a good look at this real quick. All right, guys. So I just pulled out the very last flake that I have of Samuel Gawith Full Virginia Flake, and to my surprise and delight, it has developed a nice bloom. Well, there you have the tobacco with the bloom on it, and it really looks nice, and I'm actually really looking forward to loading this bad boy up. So I'm gonna load it up in the old Bulldog here, and we're just gonna go to town on this. So I am gonna use the old grab it and stuff it method. Just stuff it in there. Just grab it and stuff it. That's what she said. All right. You know what? I think I could go with a little bit more compaction than that. know if I could go with much more tobacco. I'm going to go with just a little bit more tobacco here. Got some of this more crumbly bits. Pay no attention to the 3D printer in the background. There we go. There we go. Let's just square off the edges here. Alright, let's give her a light. See how she tastes. Full Virginia Flake with a bloom. I can taste it already. That is a fine tasting Virginia. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. It's been so long since I smoked this that I kind of can't remember what it tasted like before to have something to compare it to. Give it another light here, just get her going. I tried to dry it out a little bit here, just sitting here on the desk, but as you know, with Samuel Gawith blends, most of the time they are just drenching wet. I am probably going to let this sit out a little bit because I'm going to go ahead and finish this over the next couple of days. Since I'm so close and since it's got this awesome bloom on it, and you know, I can't stand it. I can't stand to just let it sit there staring at me like this, so it will get smoked. That is a tasty Virginia. That is a tasty Virginia. One thing that I will tell you right now is that I'm getting a lot more of a citrusy type of a flavor than I recall getting before. Still a little bit on the wet side. I'm having trouble keeping it lit. Imagine if I smoked it with a regular cadence, it probably would stay lit, but when I'm stopping to talk, I'm 3 for 3 on matches in the trash can. So far, I haven't missed. Now, it's time to sit back and just have a bowl. Maybe chit-chat a little. Oh man, that is so nice. Yes, I'm getting a lot more of a sweet slash citrusy flavor than I've ever tasted out of this before. Trying to keep it lit here. Hmm. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is pretty stinking good. Yeah, I mean, it's almost given me a... maybe like a lemon lime type of a taste. I've never tasted that before out of really any Virginia tobacco. It's pretty kind of cool actually, and I don't know if it's the bloom on this that's doing it for me or what, but this is really nice. Now, I feel like I'm having to go pretty hard at this to keep it lit, and the only thing that I'm a little bit worried about is it is feeling like it might have a little bit of a tendency to bite if I go too hard at it. But I mean, that's kind of typical with any Virginia tobacco, or at least in my experience. Most of the time the Virginias, or the straight Virginias, or the heavy Virginia blends, you got to kind of be a little bit careful, but as long as you keep that in mind, you're all right. Yeah, this stuff needed a lot more drying time. Can't keep it lit. Can he make it 4 for 4? Oh, he shoots, he scores. All right, well. Just a nice relaxing evening down here in the joint. Had a pretty uneventful day. I should have spent some time working here, but I did not. And that was for my own sanity. Did smoke some meat. Got a couple things done around the house here that I've been meaning to do for a while. Have a video of that coming out sometime in the near future. If not before this, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know what's going on right now anymore. It's things have been so busy and so hard at it that I haven't really had time to really take a minute like this and just sit here and have a bowl with my bros here. That's pleasant. That is pleasant. So something that I think I'm going to try in the very near future, now that it is a lot warmer outside and it stays light a lot later, is I'm going to try to figure out which tobacco in the shelf there. I'm going to put it in the smoker. You heard me right. I'm going to take some tobacco, probably just maybe a bowl or two's worth, and I'm going to put it in the smoker and I'm going to smoke it for, I don't know, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Just cold smoke it. That way I don't dry it out too much. I'm going to cold smoke it for 30 minutes or so, and then I'm going to let it sit for about a day or two and then I'm going to try to smoke it and see how that changes the flavor. Now, what I'm going to have to do, I think, is first of all pick a tobacco. I don't know what tobacco would be a good candidate for this. Probably, I don't know, probably something that I'm not terribly fond of, just to see if it makes it better for me or not. Because, you know, I don't know how this is going to turn out, but what I think I might do is use some half and half. Take some half and half, put it in the smoker, and smoke it for a little while, and then, you know, let it sit for a day, just to kind of let everything settle, and then pack it up. So what I'll do is I'll smoke a bowl, maybe while I'm smoking it, or, you know, no, this would be a better idea. This is stream of consciousness, people, coming at me as we roll. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just get it ready, get all the tobacco ready, smoke whatever I need to smoke in the smoker, not in my pipe. And I will do a side-by-side comparison just to see how it changes the flavor of the tobacco, and whether or not any change that does happen is a beneficial change or a detrimental change. You know, whether it makes it better or worse. That kind of a thing. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to try and do that this week, I hope. I say that I'm going to try to do that this week, and then it's not going to happen for 3 weeks. Mark my words, it will happen. It is in the queue. And I let my tobacco go out yet again. Now, like I said before, this stuff is drenching wet, and I should have dried it out a lot more before I smoked it here tonight. That is on me. I'm going to go through a box of matches just getting through this bowl. That's what's going to happen. Something else that I've been thinking about is implementing like some sort of a series of videos, or a series of segments inside videos of like the random 3D print of the week. Just, you know, randomly download something off of Thingiverse and print it. You know, just hit the scroll and then click, and then just print whatever comes up. Although that might be, I don't know, that might be kind of dumb, because there is some rather mundane stuff on there, you know, like a cooling fan mounting bracket for some 3D printer that I don't have. That kind of thing I don't know if I want to do, but maybe I'll pick a category, you know, like the art category, and just randomly pick something from the art category and print it, and, you know, just hope that it's not like a bust of a naked woman or something. Because those are on there. Yes, they are. Try to keep this channel as family friendly as possible. So, another thing that I've been thinking about wanting to try is I'm going to model some cool looking pipe tampers, and I'm going to 3D print some pipe tampers. I don't know how well that's going to work, because, you know, PLA, which is probably what I'll wind up using, just because I have a whole bunch of colors, it's got a fairly low melting point, and I don't know how well it's going to stand up to being, you know, placed right on top of a, you know, burning pipe. So we'll see how that works out. But if nothing else, I have some cool pipe tampers to show for it. The other thing I guess I could do is print them in ABS plastic, which has a much higher melting point. The only problem there is that the only color of filament that I have right now is black, and I'm not entirely sure that I want to buy any colored ABS, because first and foremost, ABS is a pain in the neck to print with. It's just a hard material to work with, and because of that, I don't print with it a whole lot. I only print ABS things when I'm having to print something that maybe is going to stay in my car. You know, I printed a phone mount for my truck, and I printed it out of PLA, and the first day while it was sitting at the park and ride, it melted. And so I printed it in ABS, and that worked out just fine. And I've made some other random clips to hold various plastic pieces in place in my truck, because I mean it's a 1999, and you know, the plastic in those things, it does tend to break. And you know, the overhead console clips break, or you know, the door panel clips break, and I can print stuff to hold it back together. It's just it has to be heat resistant, and for that reason I think that ABS probably would be better suited for use as a pipe tamper, but I'm going to try to not do that if I can, because you know, PLA is just so much easier to print with. The other thing that I could do, I suppose, is I could make the tamper and then just put some sort of a metal piece on the base, you know, where you actually tamp it. That probably would work out pretty well too. So we'll have to see. I'm definitely going to do that also, because you know, I can make anything really. I can make a tamper that's got all kinds of twisty bits and stuff, or you know, make one that looks like a sword or something. I can do all kinds of stuff, and I fully intend to. Just a matter of time. Something I wish I had much more of. Just getting older. The older I get, the faster it flies by. Yep, getting older. Time flies by so fast. You know, it feels like just yesterday. It's like just yesterday that the kids were just wee little guys and gals, and now they're both teenagers. You know, and then I'm sitting here wondering, where did time go? I feel like I should still be the teenager. Young at heart, that's all that matters. Young at heart. Doesn't matter your physical age. As long as you're young at heart, it's all good. Well, alright. I think I'm going to go ahead and try to finish this bowl here and leave you guys to your evening, your day, your afternoon, your morning, or whenever you happen to be watching this. Hope you guys are all doing great and have some awesome tobaccos to smoke. And until next time, right down here in Justin's Joint, we will see you later.